There's no puddles in my house. Everything goes in.
Oh, you got him. You got him. Pardon me, madam. I saw his eyes flicker. My God, you got him. His eyes.
I can't.
Oh, no, I don't want.
Yes, I got him.
You got him.
All day long, all I wanna do is munching pussy. I'm munching pussy. I said all day long, all I wanna do is eat that pussy.
No, come on.
I eat that pussy.
No.
You wanna win a toad load of cash? We'll put a toad load in your hand. It's the hot tub and mini fridge $1,001 giveaway. Turn it on and rip the knob off.
You're listening to the radio.
This is too fun to talk about. Hey, what? Uh-oh, I'm in a cave. Good morning, everybody. What's up? How's everybody doing? Good morning, chat room. I got a new Falcons. Every year I buy a Falcons hat. Last year's Falcons hat I threw in the back of the closet. It's a piece of shit. I hate it. It doesn't fit good. I got scammed by New Era. It was like a limited edition hat, and it had like this red tag on the top of it that came off and made it look fancy. And when they delivered the hat, the tag was just in the photos. And I wrote to him, and sure enough, in the very bottom of the photo, it says red tag by whatever industries is not included with hat. And I was like, you fuckers. They're doing that right now on Chubby's. This is my warm-up. Chubby's right now has this George Kittle collection going on. I don't know if you've seen this. I get bombarded by Chubby's. I've bought so many pairs of Chubby's that I get 1,000. It's like Orange County Public Schools. I get 1,000 emails from Chubby's every time they release something. So George Kittle has this new Chubby's line out. And there's this cool shirt of his catchphrase, which is "Do great today." I think that's his catchphrase. I was like, I didn't know he was that positive. To the top, you know. And he had the thing on, and then his sleeves are braided with beads on them, like a little black girl's hair, and it looks super like throwback wrestling, Ultimate Warrior, you know, cool. And I was like, oh, I'll buy that shirt. It's like $35. And then in fine print it says beads are not included on sleeves. Well, then why are you putting it in the ad? Because nobody wants the shirt that just says "Do great today." I can write that on a t-shirt with a fucking Sharpie. Made me mad.
I wonder if we're at a point where
you can lie to people and then just later just be like, oh, it's fine.
Well, we
used to have integrity in this country. Yeah, there it is.
You know, you put some picture up and you're like, it'll sell. We'll get some blowback because people will be disappointed, but it doesn't matter because
all the pictures.
Just turn it around.
I'm sorry, Sam. I shouldn't have been bogarting that. All the pictures. Here's where I would say from a marketing aspect, because I don't really care either way, but if we're just doing a warm-up. From a marketing aspect, in the ads, there's not one photo that is the shirt with sleeves. Every photo of anyone wearing the shirt, it has the beads.
Okay, yeah. Well,
so
that's, I mean, that's false advertising.
But no, they say in the thing, it says shirt does not include beads. So that's how they're going to get around it.
Yeah, but the photo, I guess, but that way you would think that George Kittle, I mean, no, he's not paying attention a lot
more
of
like
shit,
George Shittle.
But he would be like, hey, this, because he doesn't need the shirt money.
He's doing fine.
Well, people do, advertisements and promotions that don't technically need the money, right?
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is that if it hurts, if people are like, this is a scam or like this is a false advertising, like it would do, like the money doesn't.
It hurts his reputation more.
Yeah, the reputation is more devaluing.
Yeah, I don't know, just a little something brand to talk about. All right, let me get these voicemails loaded up here, and then I believe Samantha has new emails. And it was so kind of Javier to come over to the pool 2 days ago to watch EJ and you swim. I thought that was a really nice. It's nice to have yard guys that are supportive around here, that support the show, that travel with us, because they care. I appreciate it. All right, would you like to start?
Sure.
Here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha, our producer's here. Hello, Sam.
Hey.
The Solar Bears opening game is next week, and
Go Bears.
Daniel and Sam will be there.
Yep.
Also, if you buy the tickets in the Tom and Dan section
We like to be called Sam and Dan.
this year, you'll have the ability to actually pick your seat this year, which is pretty good. Pretty
Really?
good.
I didn't even know that.
That was my mom and dad's favorite joke when I was a young boy.
What?
Like if I've always had butt problems, even since when I was a little lad, scamping around the streets of DeLand. And if my dad caught me with my hand down my pants, really going at it, he'd go, he's like, "You going?" He'd go,
What problems were you having?
"It's just itchy
Uh-oh.
butt, just
Okay.
an itchy, just
Itchy
you know,
butt?
just
All
like
right.
a spicy anus, something." And
Does it
then
not wipe well?
And then, I think I do. Yeah, I'm very clean.
Why
I
is it
just
itchy?
allergies. I have it right now.
Just your ass?
My whole body.
Oh.
My whole body is inflamed at all times. But my dad would be like, "Hey, boy, you going to the movies? You go to the movies, boy?
What does that mean?
You picking your seat."
Oh, okay.
Ah, my dad's favorite joke. Literally his favorite joke. I'm not kidding. Right now, if a lightning bolt somewhere strikes during a sunny day here, that's Dad from heaven telling you, thank you for keeping a little bit of dad jokes alive. But yeah, I didn't know we were allowed to pick our own seats, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. Which is different from last year. Last year, they're still working out the kinks.
Last
of,
year was take what you get year, but this
Yeah,
year
yeah,
it's
yeah.
pick
What
your
you
seat.
get.
Yeah, this is pick your seat year.
So should we do some voicemail emails?
Yeah, let's definitely do some voicemails. The ACT voicemails are coming in a little bit differently now, and I think that since people are using the brand new app and kind of familiarizing themselves with it, we have a lot. And some of them, we have so many now that some of them are just like super dated. Like I have some from like 2018. I have some pre-pandemic voicemails. Like we could
What?
go back before. Well, because
The
we
before
save
time.
we save everything here. You don't even want to know how many hours of shows I have, raw shows. You don't even want to know. I mean, 1,000 gigabytes of crap, of digital garbage? Is that, but anyway, voicemails account to a little bit of that digital garbage. And let's go with this one right here, because it's really mean.
Hey guys, I just listened to the swimming, and I think EJ, so sad. I tell my kids,
No.
I love them.
I did like to tell my kids I love them.
Well, you try to swim 50 yards
Yeah,
as
it's
hard
a
as you
lot.
can, and
It's
then
hard.
try to talk after.
Exactly. It's very hard.
I mean, EJ did it.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I-
better at swimming than
know.
I thought. Again, I misjudged the whole situation right from the start, and it's his
okay.
fault. It's
all
the
right.
show's fault.
It's everyone's fault.
Everyone's fault here.
Yeah.
It's
No accountability.
There's a lot of people at fault here
it,
because a lot of mistakes were made.
It's definitely my fault at first, but
Well, I should have talked you out of it. I was whipping myself last night. I was like, you weren't a good friend. You didn't talk him out of it.
no,
you
you
know.
thought I could beat him too.
I did think you could beat him. I did you a favor, and I wasn't going to say this, but I did you a favor, and you don't even know this. Saturday, I was sitting there with my daughter, and we were trying to decide what we were going to do because Andrea's out on a business trip, and I get a text message from EJ who wanted to cheat, and he wanted me to let him into the pool, wanted to let him walk around a little bit, maybe get in there, maybe do some practice laps so he could really blow the doors off of you. And I deliberately lied to him and said that I was pooping. And that I couldn't. I was pooping at the mall, which I was not doing, and I lied to him to not let him in. I just want to let you know I got your back.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Always got your back.
Although,
Follow you to hell. Follow you to hell.
Swimming in the pool before would give
I
him
thought
no
it would give him an
advantage.
edge. I thought it, but I didn't want to give him an edge. I just wanted to let you know that I care for you. Not going to let that happen.
I don't see how that he even thought that would help him.
I don't
in
know.
any way. Like you
I
know
don't
what I'm
know.
saying?
Big
Like,
and dumb is all I can say.
like, it's not like it's different water. It's not like getting in a race course and then
He wanted to
studying
scope out the pool. He wanted to
angles.
scope out the pool, and I lied to him and said I couldn't line it up. I lied to him, and,
I mean,
and I'm okay with that.
a
I'm
pool's
okay
a-
with lying to him.
Water's water. You swim, you touch the end, you come back.
I don't
There's
know.
no difference.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
All right.
Samantha, do you have a
Sure.
email that you can
The
counter
old
with?
Bluetooth debate. Hey guys, to make things more complicated, I have a 2019 Ram with a backup camera and power everything with no Bluetooth. Google shows that 13% of all new cars in 2023 do not have Bluetooth technology. And I did put like a question up on my personal Facebook.
Yeah.
And most people after, I think it was 2013, did have Bluetooth capability, but some of it was only Bluetooth phone capability. You couldn't connect like any kind of music player or anything like that.
Okay.
It was all over the place, honestly, but most did, but some of them that did either just had the phone access or they didn't have it at all.
My older Volkswagen had that, where it would connect for phone and you could take calls, but you couldn't stream from it.
Okay,
it was
just
like
phone.
it was like a time when you needed different modules. I guess that's what they're called. Every time we start talking about like Bluetooth, I'm not a fan of Bluetooth. I don't like the fact that it degrades the signal automatically. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I mean, yes, it's super convenient, but I have a lot of trouble with Bluetooth. I got a Bose Bluetooth speaker that I really, really like, and that's my tried and true. But the Bluetooth, like a lot of other Bluetooth stuff, is unreliable. I'll give you a real review. The Bluetooth key for my phone and my Tesla, not good. Not good.
What does it do?
Sometimes it works. Sometimes the phone's asleep and you can't get it into your own car, so you got to get the phone out. You got to tap it, open it, swipe it, hit the app. I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose, you know?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a Tesla fanboy. There's amazing parts about it, but Bluetooth to me, I really have been. I said something silly last week about how I'm excited for the new version of Bluetooth, right? I'm not kidding about that. I want a more reliable Bluetooth. For some reason, I don't have good luck with Bluetooth. That's why, as you've labeled me a crazy person, this is why I say that I have some sort of, and I know your wife has said this before too, I have some sort of energy field around me that can turn lights on and off, and it also degrades Bluetooth. Because I have some sort of energy powers in my body
all right.
that interfere with the magnetic pull of the earth or whatever. It's just science, Tom. I've been telling you this for a year. Remember when I would talk about? Remember when I would tell you I'd be driving down I-4 in the morning, going to produce a morning show, and the lights would go out as I was driving by. Like I'm just like I was. What was her name? 11 in Stranger Things. It was like big fat 11.
Crazy. Yeah. Now this person saying in his 2011, right?
I thought it was 2019.
No, it was,
2019.
Yeah, 2019. 2019
Oh my
Ram.
God, you don't listen.
The 2019 is surprising. It seems
My 06 Volkswagen had everything you wanted on it. It would stream. It would, and that's an 06.
Yeah.
It was a GTI. It wasn't like top of the line or anything, but it had every.
Yeah.
And that was an 06.
I guess.
Well, it was an 07. Sorry, 07.
I guess not everybody, but the vast majority, we could say now.
We did get a lot of people that weighed in on maybe that it doesn't matter to them. I don't need that. I mean.
Yeah, some people don't use it.
Yeah, some people. We got a lot of. I would say that yes, Bluetooth is the majority of our listeners, but we have a very strong aux cord army out there. The aux cord army is, and I support the aux cord army, better quality because it's coming from the device, from a cord into your radio, better than Bluetooth. It's gonna sound better every time.
Now a lot of cars have, when you hook up your phone, it is CarPlay. It goes to your, what I'm saying? So you hook the charger up, it mimics your phone.
But it's carded CarPlay.
Carded, yeah.
See what I'm saying? It's better. Like, to me, anything,
Crystal does that when she,
anything corded is better for me. Any device in my home that is like a video games, I mean, it's all corded.
Yeah.
Corded internet, corded controllers, because it's just better. It's just better.
And I guess if you don't care what you're listening to in the car, or if your commute is super short, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But anybody with a long commute, it doesn't make sense that they just all right, radio's my only option, even though I have a smartphone with unlimited options. It's odd that you would just live with less options to listen to.
Norm has been outed in our Twitch chat room as being an aux cord, part of the aux cord army.
Okay. Well, does that just mean, though, a USB charger plugged in?
Sometimes it's a different cord.
Sometimes,
It's not a
like
charger.
mine now would have to be like a USB-C to something, or some people are really old school. They got an Android phone with a mini jack on it, and they'll just go mini to mini. That's what I love. I love a good mini to mini, old school.
Yeah.
Give me a mini to mini all day long, way better. It's going to sound the best. It's never going to drop out. But anyway, let me get a voicemail for you here. Let's try this one right here.
So I'm a new house owner here in Minnesota, and
He's a new house owner in Minnesota.
Okay.
I knew you didn't catch what he was saying. Yeah, he kind of mumbled. I think he's like hiding in a closet.
yeah, man, you guys are talking scams. You're talking about the telemarketer stuff. Dan said he had a scam that he might have fallen for, but caught him, but he didn't share it on the last Friday Free Show. But you guys always talk about scams. And man, I gotta tell you, the scams about things like, oh, you need to pay us this money to get this document, blah, 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 blah. And then you read the fine print, like, oh, no, you can just go to your local city government office and pay a nominal fee to get this document. You don't actually need to have this document.
This is a fast-talking man right here. This is a struggle. This is a hard one to listen to. He's fired up. I think what he's talking about is there are these scams where they send you these, like, letters saying that, oh, you need to get your business license renewed or whatever, but you can just do that yourself by just going down to whatever county office and just applying and paying there. You don't need to go through a different advocate, to do it for you. And I think that is a scam. We get that for our websites all the time where it's like, hey, renew this website and we'll do it for you for, triple the cost. It's like, no, I got it. I'm fine.
Well, I consider those a minor scam and not even really a scam because they're not a real scam is you buy a TV and you open it up and there's a box. It's just a rocks in the box. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing.
Write that down, Sam. Rocks in the box.
Box.
Like,
yeah, you never went to Best Buy. You get a TV and then you find a bunch of rocks and you put them in the box.
No.
Well,
To weigh it down. You just don't shake it. Tell them, don't shake it.
I'm just saying you're selling a box that you think is a TV and there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like that's
an
total
Xbox
scam.
box with a toaster inside. Yeah, I got you.
But this, they're saying like, hey, we can get this for you. You can get it yourself. It's just a third party upcharging you to do the work.
It's
that
to
you
take
don't
advantage
do.
of the elderly and the dumb.
It's like you could do your own taxes, or you could pay somebody to do them for you.
Yeah,
Right.
And now, I mean, there's certain times like, we couldn't do our own taxes. It's too complicated. Like, it's way too much.
There's a lot that we can't do.
But
You could.
you could, but we'd have
A lot of work.
What, do our own taxes?
Yeah.
I can't. I don't have the ability.
You could learn.
No, Sam.
It could also
Math. I don't do math.
All right.
But
Can't do
I'm
it.
just saying it's a possibility for people to do their own
Yeah,
taxes.
yeah.
Not for me. Maisie is already better at math and testing at a higher level than I am. I don't know. I don't do math.
But-
Music is the only math I do, and I do it because I love it.
But sometimes with taxes or like even trying to sell your house or whatever, you could be losing more money than you're saving. So by doing your own taxes, because you don't know all the tax law and you don't do it every day.
So the best thing to do is to hire somebody to do them one time and watch how they do them and write everything down and then try to do it yourself with the knowledge.
But things change every year. Like sometimes it's better to hire a professional when you're talking about something super complicated like our taxes. If you just have one job and then you can make the argument, you could do your own taxes. You don't have to pay H&R Block or whatever, because it's not that complicated.
What is H&R Block? Is it a real block? Is it a block of? Is H&R Block like a actual address?
Just name of the tax corporation.
Why is it named that?
I have no idea. So sometimes you could actually cost yourself more money than save yourself money.
It's
But
the Block brothers, Henry and Richard.
Dick
so it's
Block?
Henry and Richard Block.
Yeah.
Wow, old Dick Block. And Hank and Dick Block at your service.
Henry.
Well, I've been calling him Hank for short. I was thinking, let's try this one right here.
Hey, Tom and Dan and Sam. You guys had the Science Fellers on the show recently, and they're awesome. Always enjoy when they're on. You guys were talking about eclipses and how rare they are and how, you might not ever see one. I was born during a solar eclipse that happened across the southeast of the United States. It wasn't perfectly over Orlando, but it was very close. And I was born almost exactly during totality of the eclipse, so I've always felt that I brought light back to the world because I was born and it was dark.
Who told you this, sir?
It was the middle of the day, so...
This sounds like, I'm Native American.
Yeah, I was going to say, this sounds awfully Hiawatha to me, doesn't it? I mean, it sounds like,
I'd have to see
Yeah,
the medical
and last
records.
time there was eclipse, I wore 7 pairs of sunglasses to look at it because that's how rednecks do it. Thank you.
Thank you. I love your voicemail, sir.
What if it gave him a super deep voice, the eclipse? He has dark voice
Well,
because it blocked out the sun.
it's weird that you would even have interest in that.
That you would know that?
Or
Well,
not, even
people
if you
like
knew it
to-
and it was true, that
Fun fact about me.
Yeah,
even
but people
move the
love to do
needle.
that. Families do that too. And back in the day, families I think did it maybe more because there was less shame. But I remember my mom and dad trying to tell me that I was special because I was a bicentennial baby. Born in 1976, and they collected all these quarters from the bicentennial, and they were always talking about the bicentennial, and it's literally meaningless, and I'm not special.
Yeah,
It means nothing.
Yeah, no
But
one's
they,
special.
But they needed it, right? Like, it meant something to them because
Yeah.
they would tell people he's like, I remember my mom saying to old ladies, they'd be like, oh my God, at church, they'd be like, little Dan Lee's growing up. And my mom would be like, he's a bicentennial baby. And I'm like, that means nothing. It means nothing.
The only thing that it kind of is cool is when
Leap
you're
year.
the first. Well,
That's a cool one because your birthday disappears.
yeah. The
How cool is that?
one of the Wizards kids is a leap year baby. I think it's his boy.
That's pretty neat.
Is what is it? Oldest boy. But so,
How do
but
you talk like a farmer.
what,
His oldest boy.
His oldest boy.
I was like, he's got so many goddamn kids now.
But yeah, I used to think it was cool because I used to think you would age slower because you only get less birthdays.
But when you're the first baby born in the year, that's something.
Okay, that one I do like.
Like when you're
Do
born
they do
at
last birthday
1201.
too? Do they do last baby and first baby?
No, they never talk about the last baby. It's only like the first baby of the year makes some sort of
I think
local
last
news.
baby is cooler, right?
Yeah, I mean it's all or nothing, but at least it's something. Solar eclipse does nothing.
Or when you have like a ton, where you like went in, you're supposed to have twins, and like 12 kids fall out.
Oof.
Those are cool. I like those.
Well,
Then I think you're really dumb that you didn't notice that you had all those other kids stuffed inside of you. So I start to think you're very dumb.
well, it's usually like Amish or somewhere where there's no medical
Right.
technology, where they're not doing
Yeah,
sonograms.
they're not even looking
Yeah.
into it. They just put a candle behind it, and they try to look through it like an egg.
But anybody that has over 2 kids now is all in vitro. So and then well, for the most part, I'm saying 95%.
Everything on this show, Sam, is
Science.
a for the most part.
No,
okay?
over 2 kids
Science.
is most likely in vitro. I always laugh when someone's like, "Oh, it's a miracle. We have the triplets," and then it's like, "Is it a miracle?"
Oh, you
It's
mean
a
at
miracle
one time?
science.
You mean at one time?
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
she was
No,
saying like kid.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I wasn't saying that at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's most likely in vitro nowadays, right? If you have triplets,
I don't know.
Or even twins, it's super rare to have.
The chat room
natural-
seems to absolutely disagree with you, but
Really?
I don't know.
It's
I never think about that. I just like if people have triplets, I don't think about where they came from. Like, was that in vitro? Or did you do it with your pain? Like, I don't think about it. I'm like, I don't care.
well, it's most likely, especially if they're rich.
Well, that I do know where people can
it's
do
like-
it. Rich and old, yeah, I see that all the time. Where it's like an older lady who has triplets, and then I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I know what you did.
And there's
It is
just-
genetic to like.
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
twins
it
and
runs
shit.
in
Yeah.
our families,
But
like
it's
in the dentist's.
way more rare than in vitro.
I don't know.
think-
Somebody in the chat room just typed toilet babies, and that made me laugh.
Oh
so,
my God.
do you have another email, Sam?
Sure. WWTD. I'm the female version of Tom. Everything he says or does makes perfect sense and aligns with my view on life.
That's a good tie-in.
As a longtime fan and listener, I often ask myself, what would Tom do? Like him, I wander aimlessly through life, not worrying about too much. My husband is fed up at times with my lack of caring attitude and unfinished projects. I have a professional job in corporate finance and hide my behavior pretty well from my colleagues. That said, I'm aloof most days and notice nothing. Maybe people have noticed, who knows. I have 2 daughters, and I worry at times they'll end up the same way or worse and hating me for it. I'm subconsciously aware this behavior comes off to most as lazy and careless, but I just see it as going with the flow and not overstressing about small stuff. Some other things we have in common are gardening, tuning out my family to podcasts, disrespecting other people's lawns, dog poop melts, right? And occasionally forgetting to wash my legs.
All right.
I've never
Just
heard
like
of
you, Tom.
I've never heard of a lady that doesn't wash her legs. I thought you guys had to because they get so damn hairy and you guys have to assimilate to society.
Well, I mean, what does that have to do with washing? The
Well,
hairiness?
but I figure
Yeah,
if
I
you're
guess
down
you're
there,
shaving.
yeah. I mean, that's like shaving is one step above. I mean, you're scraping a layer of filth off of your legs, and there's hair there, and there's foam.
Yeah, if you're shaving your legs
and dead skin,
they're definitely cleaner than me because I'm not touching them.
Right.
You know, like it's just water.
You know, ever
washes
since
them.
we talked about that, I'm obsessed with washing my legs, and I wash my legs too much now. I think I wash the hair off the back of my calf.
So what are you washing your legs for?
I'm upset, like because
Yeah,
like
it's
you
gotta
guys
be
got
dirty.
you guys got my brain.
You come here, you
I
sit
know.
down, you go home,
I
and
know, that's
your
it.
legs
I
are
lock
clean.
the doors. And
Yeah, you're in AC the entire time.
I know.
You're not even sweating.
I wash them though.
There's
I'm
no
obsessed
reason
with
to.
washing my legs, and between my toes is my new thing. I get my bar
Yeah,
soap.
you gotta get between the toes.
And I soap up my
That's where
bar.
the fungus is.
I got a big bar of our buddy's Groove soaps, right? I got that bourbon,
Yeah.
and I soap it up. And then it's hard to do with my old man hips, but I put my foot up and I grab my foot and I go through my holes of my toes, and then I do the other one, and then I spray them out. And I'm obsessed with it now.
Unless I have mud feet, I don't wash my toes or
Okay.
the feet.
Ooh.
Or, you know, like obviously,
That's
I
a
don't
lot
even
of
bend over.
That's a lot of grass exposure to those toes with no washing them. And you get those in your sheets, and you start noodling your toes with your wife's toes.
Back to this lady.
Yes.
She's living her best life because to me, it makes more sense not worrying about things that you can't fix.
What if you can fix them?
If you can fix them, then you should worry about them. You know,
Well,
you should
Andrea's
blame
like
yourself
you.
for everything. But anything in your life that you have no control over, there's no reason whatsoever. I can't even think of any logical reason to worry about it if there's no controlling it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like
Andrea's like that exactly. I'm not.
yeah, looking at a future, thing, and like if it's not under your control, I have no worry whatsoever
Yeah, I
about it.
sit
because-
and watch the comet, and I know, and if they say there's a percentage of it being here, no matter what, I worry about it and wait for it to come. And I can't do anything else during that time because I can't compartmentalize.
Yeah.
I have to obsess on that until I've made my quality of life a zero. That's me.
That
That's the
seems
difference.
like
Yeah.
a bad way
Yeah,
to live.
it does. It does
Worse
seem-
than the
Yeah.
aloof.
It does.
Not worrying about anything.
I've told you that before.
Yeah. Like, and then if her daughters are definitely going to be. It depends.
They'll have
it
a
could
smidge.
Be, it could be your husband too. Like, so it depends on the
They can
genetic,
double up.
genetic roll of the
They can
dice.
double up like a trampoline. And one of them can be like, oh,
Yeah,
bad. Shoot them to the moon.
What do you mean?
Love, like if both parents, it could do the double up like a trampoline. It could boom, and then you've made the perfect aloofer.
No, it sounds like she, annoys the hell out of her husband.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
Sounds like he might be
It'll
the
balance
opposite.
out. I think it'll balance out.
If you're like me, you married someone like Crystal. You always marry the person that can help you. You can't be two aloofs together. Your
I know
life,
a couple
I
two
do too.
aloofs.
I was gonna
There's
say,
some
I think
there's
it's
some
bad.
double aloofs.
Yeah, I know
bad.
some. I know that's the double up. That's
Yeah.
the trampoline. I know
Yeah.
a couple of those.
They exist.
Yeah, it's like the only reason.
And you're like, oh man, that's gonna be bad for that kid.
I
Yeah,
like that you
yeah,
did
yeah.
an oh man.
And I don't know how did the double aloofs even go through
We
life.
don't know. Nobody
They
knows.
just float through, man.
Nobody knows.
Somehow life finds a way.
They're
Okay,
have a-
I'll play.
oh, man.
Some of the double aloofs I know are propped up by their parents. One of them I'm thinking of.
Some, sure.
Yeah, not all of them. I'm just saying. I mean, you asked how
But
do they
there's a lot
how do they
of
survive?
poor
Sometimes they're very fortunate
dum-dum
aloofs,
aloofs.
and they just
okay.
man.
So
That does sound like a great way to live, though. Your family is rich, right? And you're aloof, and you marry another aloof, and you guys just aloof.
Oh yeah, rich aloofs.
Oh,
Yeah,
so fun.
that's the way to live.
I'll talk about this on Friday's show, but I know a person that is 1 year older than me, still lives with his parents, has a full-time job, has like some lizards and turtles and reptiles, and
Do I know this person?
married to someone that's 20 years younger than him. And he lives the best life I could find.
This guy sounds awesome.
And me and my buddy talk about it all the time because we look at his posts and stuff, and we're like, this guy is killing it.
Can we interview this
his
guy?
way, but no,
No,
because
can't
I
fly
don't
too
want to
close
be
to the sun?
disrespectful.
Yeah,
but,
I got you.
but I'm looking at his life, and on paper, you'd be like, oh, well, he's not an adult or
He's
whatever.
killing it.
But I'm like, well, he's having a better life than
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a young wife and like smoking weed all day.
It's like Tom Hanks big.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
He's living a more enjoyable life on paper. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Gotta save some space for the Sanford boys.
Yeah.
That was good, though. We had a nice little bouncing around little thing. Nice job. Where's that go?
Friday 1.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw somebody comment, your hair looks awesome on camera, Sam. Not that it doesn't look good in person, but it looks really good. What'd you do different?
Got a haircut and
Tie it up? How long does that take?
couple hours.
I want cool hair again.
Oh, you threw away your beard dye.
Oh, I tossed it in there because I didn't know if you wanted it. If you want it, we can keep it. So that guy that was at Tuffy's last night, who's the villain of that show, is his band any good?
Tracy said she had a great time.
That's not the question.
I think they're just a cover band.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know, though.
No, I was just wondering if the guy, does he have, musical talent? I can't stop watching that video that somebody put in our BDM group of old Feldman knocking his teeth on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
I'll sit and watch it for 30 rotations. No bullshit. That's how dumb I am. It's an older video, but it's so funny.
7 other band members.
Yeah, it looked like a big band. Tornado warning.
Yeah, there's been tornado watches
God
all
damn.
overnight. There was some actual tornadoes in West Palm, I think it was.
Maybe my wife's plane will go down. No, she's already home. Are we doing any more?
No, we're just waiting now.
It should be here any second.
No, Tom was right. He knows this. He knows this show like the back of his fucking hand, like a goddamn boat captain. Every creak of this studio, every microphone that moves, everything, he knows it. He's like, it's not time. It's not time. Wait. Hold. Hold.
Well, I just did the math, and most likely they'd be here
it's
late.
hard to, because you got to drive. And Palm Coast had a tornado. What's been going on
Palm
in the chat
Coast.
room? What do you guys want to talk about? What's going on in your lives that we can help you with? Is there anything we can help you with? EJ says he has another challenge for you.
Okay.
Oh, look
Is it a physical challenge?
Look how angry he looks. Look how angry he looks. I know what it is because
Done with EJ.
he asked me. Oh no, you gonna cancel this bit?
Oh no, I'll say. EJ's like, how about we do jujitsu?
Yeah, he did say that.
And then I'm like, I'm never gonna do jujitsu with you. Outweigh me by 100 pounds. It's I had the advantage in the swim. I thought because
Because he outweighs you by 100 pounds.
Yeah, but
Same argument, but reverse.
No. With the With the jujitsu, you actually, I mean, there's no contest between someone that's 100 pounds.
I know,
more
that's
than,
what I'm saying. It's the opposite. You thought the same thing, but the opposite because he was bigger than you because of the swimming.
Yeah, but he had more swimming experience, so.
I know. Listen.
Yeah, that's anyway. So I'll never.
What about competitive shooting? Riflemen
at the shooting range.
We do the.
I don't shoot.
We do the. What's that thing? Steeplechase, where you run with the gun on your back.
I'm not challenging EJ until I find something that I can
challenge him.
Well, I'm done with it.
Oh, that challenge really hurt. It really got serious. Dan, my mother-in-law still doesn't cook her chicken legs through, and I don't know how to tell her. She's done this for 10 years now. Holy
what is that?
shit.
What do you mean? Just like raw chicken?
You can't do
Just
that,
the
dude.
legs?
You can fucking kill people doing that. You have to cook. You have to cook meats. You have to cook them.
No, I mean,
you almost you puked crazy from the chicken, and that was raw. That was like rotten chicken.
I just puked once. That's all. Like the salmonella. I think it's.
I guess what I would ask her is, or ask you about her is, what is the problem with telling her like, oh, this is interesting. Is this supposed to be raw?
It's raw.
Just something like that. Just like, hey,
Scream at her.
I'm not, and just, is it supposed to be raw? And then you've done it. The Band-Aid's off. You're good. She'll never do it again. You did it.
No, well, that's the way she cooks it. So
no, but that's not a thing, dude. Raw chicken is not a. No, I would just say like, hey, like, I remember my mom one time, in the Volusia Mall in Daytona Beach, Florida. We had gone to Chick-fil-A. This is back before Chick-fil-A's were freestanding. Like, you guys don't know how fucking good you got it now, where there's Chick-fil-A's everywhere.
Oh.
Like, you used to have to go to a stinky-ass mall and then walk to the food court, and then there'd be it's the only place you could get Chick-fil-A's. There were, like, I only knew of 2. There was one at Volusia Mall, and then I knew of one at Altamont Mall. 2 Chick-fil-A's is all I knew when I grew up.
Were they in food courts first?
Yeah, food courts first. This is how they started. And I remember we went, I still remember where it was. There was do you remember Hot Sam's? Hot Sam's was a pretzel company.
Okay.
You can look up the logo. Hot Sam's, if anybody can find me a retro Hot Sam's shirt, I'll buy it. Money is no object. I fucking loved Hot Sam's. That was the pretzel place. And then next to the pretzel place was the tiny Chick-fil-A, shaped like a corner, right? Counter service. You walk to the counter, same shit. No difference.
Yeah.
You can get one for $16 on TeePublic.
A Hot Sam? Yes. Is it still the little guy?
Toast of the mall since 1966.
Yeah, dude. Hot Sam was where it was at. And so then you go, my mom got her chicken sandwich, and this is before spicy chicken sandwich. They still had waffle fries. They still had coleslaw.
Okay.
They got rid of the coleslaw. But my mom bit into the chicken sandwich raw.
No, raw in the middle.
It was raw, and my dad had to go up there. He had his tiny khaki shorts, a tucked-in white polo, had a necklace on, bracelet, hair perfectly combed, mustache, and he had to yell at some teens about and then I don't think my mom really liked Chick-fil-A after that. I think that kind of, sometimes people have a thing and they're like, sorry, I can never go back to Chi-Chi's because the salsa had a finger in it or a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
I think it was her thing, and that was it.
Man, Chick-fil-A
exploded.
They are a juggernaut now. Like the biggest fast food company. I guess not. Well, I mean, not money-wise. Obviously, McDonald's and everything got more. But as far as most popular,
I think they're the
fast
most
food chicken places.
I think they're the most consistent, and I think they're the most that people, even with the damn, the politics that people like to throw on it. I still think they have, most people go like, oh yeah, it's Chick-fil-A. We'll go there. It's quality and it's fast and it's good. I think they still win.
I always see the damn the line at my closest Chick-fil-A.
What's up, y'all?
They're
Let me go use the restroom real quick because our guests out here. We're on YouTube and Twitter right now, though, just so you
come grab a seat.
We just finished a segment. Good to see you.
The Sanford 3.
What's new?
Or 2, I guess.
You got a baby?
No, but babies are new.
Well, I mean, yeah. Are you going to have a baby? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you came here to reveal?
No, I do have something to reveal, but not babies.
Okay.
I think he's team no kids.
Huh?
I think he's team no kids.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of those people.
Those people? How dare you? Paul was at the show. Oh, Paul Williams, yeah.
Good. We were just doing a segment, and we just ended that, and we were talking to the chat room about, I was reminiscing about how Chick-fil-A back in the day there was one in the Volusia Mall and one in the Altamont Mall, and they were the only Chick-fil-A's. Yeah. And you would hit it as a kid. I remember going, there was like a treat. Right. And I was just giving everybody a lesson in how, like, you don't know how good you have it now. If you really love Chick-fil-A's everywhere. There's Chick-fil-A's everywhere.
I think whoever's running Chick-fil-A's probably should be running more things.
We were just talking about that too.
They're running a lot of churches.
Let me see if you. This is a crazy question, but not really crazy. But let's see if you agree. I think even with the politics, and I'm not going to get into it, that people try to slap on Chick-fil-A, that they still win on quality and a lot of things. People will turn a blind eye to it. They don't even care. They're just like, it's really good.
I've eaten Chick-fil-A and I think they're cunts.
Yeah, and everybody does. The people that I know that hate them the most will be like, yeah, but we're in a bind. It's going to be quick and quality. Sure. So they still win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that people know things that could be potentially horrible for friends of ours that are gay, but it doesn't matter. That's how you know you're doing a good job, I guess.
I guess so. It's crazy. It's crazy that they have that stance and they still have
They kill it.
Because it's just like
their shit's good, dude. It's good.
You have to go after 100% of the people. You can't go after 50% of the people, and they do that.
I think I just told a story about my mom getting a sandwich and it was kind of raw inside. What's up, buddy?
Are you into the?
No, I wasn't. But Tracy said she saw you there.
Yes.
I heard it was crazy.
It was a sold out show.
That's good.
He came back to West End. We went home.
I heard he got a mega band.
We went home. It was a mega band. The band was really good. I mean, he was,
Right. We're on Twitch and YouTube. Just saying. Yeah, but it's just your opinion. Yeah.
He's,
Yeah.
It's not like he was alright, but like the band was like.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna do that and you're not a born like you're not Michael Jackson, you would make your band awesome, right? And then you'd go out there and have your good band.
Funny you say that. They had a girl backup singer
Mm-hmm.
who was really good.
Oh yeah.
And they did "Baby Give Me One More Chance," the Michael Jackson or Jackson 5 song.
Oh yeah.
To show you that I love you.
It was awesome. But he played the bongos to that song.
He played the bongos. Sometimes you got to step aside and play the bongos.
So we went home, and then Susie calls me. I was like already asleep. He's at West End, and then I was like, "You want to go up there? He's at West End." She was like, "Yep." So I had to get back up and go back out. So
let me use the restroom real fast. Sorry.
Here, man.
So we are.
You need another one, or you wanted me to pee in there?
Yeah, we're also on Twitch right now. Just
I just kind of feel like I should always behave like I'm on Twitch.
Yeah. One here. Yeah. That's.
Or just in life.
Oh yeah.
You don't know when the camera phones are rolling, dog.
Well, you're right.
You could have shaved it 2 days ago. The mustache.
Yeah, no, I'm going to Moab in 2 days.
I'm not sure why that means you need to keep it though.
So,
Mustache, Moab, alliteration.
Get all the desert sand in it.
Also, I just feel like I'll be in the desert and we're gonna ride a horse.
Oh, you want to feel like a cowboy? It's all making sense now.
Here's what you do. You get you a big tall
Yellowstone. That's what it is.
Frosty beer, and then soak that thing up.
God.
And
throw up. Look how gross that thing is.
Also, it is.
So brutal. It's killing me.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
I have to look at this every day.
It's gnarly.
And then Dan tells him it looks good, so he's just feeding his ego.
Good, though. It's in style right now.
You know he's joking with you. Right?
No, he's not.
Listen,
really like it.
I'm telling you.
No one likes it.
Older women like it, and
also older women.
Daniel,
are
why do you keep
lovers.
telling this man?
Okay.
Well,
I like
listen,
it.
nothing. No offense to my wife, but my wife is an older woman, and you know.
You better not say that when she's in here.
Well, I mean, what?
I like his mustache.
I can tell you're
No,
lying.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not lying. It looks different. I like it.
Yeah, young women are in their 20s. If you're 30 and above, you're an older woman. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I mean, well, and the great, like, you're a 35-year-old woman. You're gonna be like, that's a young woman, huh?
Have you started looking at Corvettes yet?
I want
mid-engine.
Too poor.
Mid-engine, baby. Yeah, get that mid-engine red or yellow. Yellow is the more aggressive.
Straight up.
Also, okay, let's talk
whistle
about
for
this
midlife
because
crisis.
Paul's giving me shit, but Paul his whole life has been treated like a respectable man because he's his beard.
Let him
This
have
is not
this.
true. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I didn't get treated with respect until I opened Celery City. When I just had West End, I was just like this scumbag bar owner. Like, I got no respect from the city. Nothing. I was just this. As soon as Celery City opened, it was like everything changed for me.
Celery. It has celery, and celery is a vegetable. And vegetables are fancy.
That's you're talking about.
I don't know. People are very simple, you know.
You're
Well, you
talking
had a beer garden, so
Yeah.
then you're
Yeah.
fancy,
But
right?
you're talking about
beer garden. Oh my goodness.
They have pebbles.
business respect and political respect. I'm just talking about stranger walking by,
Yeah.
Stranger
respect.
danger.
When I'm at Lowe's and I buy something now,
And most people look at you.
they're like, yes, sir, and they're like,
God.
would you like,
Yeah.
people call me sir now, and then when I'm just walking by, I see it in people's eyes that they're like, this is a grown man.
This is a man.
Because I've always had a kid face, so this mustache like elevated me to. They're like,
Sir.
sir. You
Yeah,
know,
you
and now I got a
look-
little gray in my
I like it.
sideburns.
You gotta let them go down.
and then
Full.
no.
You gotta let them go all the way down.
Yeah.
And you can be a mixture. You can be business, real big fish. Real big business. Grow your sideburns way long, like the real big. We've talked about this before, like the real big fish guy.
Real big broom.
You know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can be real big
Got the pork
business.
chops, yeah.
You could look like
And white
like a Johnny
sunglasses.
Depp character.
You can wear like a checkerboard shirt.
Paul, as long as I've known you, you've had a beard. But you
That used to be out of control beard, though. Remember?
yeah.
Now he's got a business beard.
No, but have you ever had a clean shaven?
My chin has not seen the light of day since 96.
Wow!
96?
Wow!
I had the goatee.
What does it
Me
look
too.
like under there?
A while.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it
there's a reason
pale?
for that too. I have a pretty bad scar on my chin from when I was a kid.
Oh my God,
I was
that's like
in
the
a-
Hank Williams Jr.
I was in
where you
my-
fall off a mountain
it
and you
is.
grow a beard.
What's manlier, face scar or beard?
It's
Both
a good
are
one.
manly.
It's a nice. I was in a rocking chair when I was
He looks like
2 or 3
Frankenstein,
years old,
basically, without the
and I went
beard.
face first into a wall heater.
God
All right.
damn.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. And that's where he came up with the idea for Weston.
Yeah, it's like when I fell off the toilet back in 1955.
88 miles per hour.
All right, so you've had this beard for so long. It's just you've been
part of him now.
You've been a real man, and
So
then I've never been a real
That
man.
was an interesting progression because
I've never been a
I had
real
the
boy.
beard, and then like it got popular, and then everybody was like, "Oh, you grow the beard." It was like, "No, I've had that beard.
Yeah,
it's
forever.
Been,
Yeah,
been
yeah.
here." So, you know,
I think Dom should get a mustache.
No.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
we did this.
You would look good with a mustache
we did
too.
this tour with Pepper back in the day. It was like, I don't know, 2 months long, and it was the mandatory mustache tour, and legit the whole tour had mustaches, and it was the dumbest thing.
I like dumb
we
things.
we all look like scumbags, and we're supposed to be marketing ourselves because we're handsome young dudes, and
So
we all look like we have buttholes.
I worked
above
for
our
I worked for a guy in college that did a summer of, he called it Mustache or Mormon, and all the male bartenders had to either dress like they were a Mormon or grow a mustache.
I would definitely.
You had a choice.
Dress like
Wow.
But you do
Why
both
was
for
that?
extra credit.
And how do you
How do
dress
you-
like a Mormon?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like the
Wearing
white
Wranglers,
white collared
white
button-up
button-up,
shirt with the
black
black
pants.
pants,
Yeah, and you
And a
gotta
which
get
is
notebook.
so uncomfortable to
and
bartend
a
in.
bike helmet and
Black
a bike.
notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a bike helmet.
Then we also used to play this game back then.
Some call it Amtrak. I
built
call it the train.
We built a wheel of fortune, and we put all the different unfortunate facial hair things that you could have. It was like maybe 5 or 6 of them. It was like the Hitler, the throatee, the porno trucker. It was like all the mustaches and beards that you wouldn't want to have. And so we would all put $100 in and spin the wheel. And then you had to grow whatever it was, and then whoever could last the longest would take home $1,000.
This is a good idea, dude. This isn't a bad idea.
Whoa, was there any business reasons behind this, or just
This
pure
was-
entertainment?
This was
this
pure
was the
entertainment.
creation of Celery
This
City,
was
man.
our staff that the place I worked at in college, which we did fun stuff all the time, and it was unprompted by any ownership. It was just like, hey, let's do this stupid game, and then we just played this stupid game.
Like, I'm outgoing, and I would almost, grow a mustache within the next month to come here and just be funny. But hell no, man, no.
It just got me thinking. Maybe we should do more fun stuff
Yeah.
at T&D Media. 'Cause
Yeah.
we do nothing funny.
We don't do anything fun.
What the fuck have we been asking you for like the past 3 years?
We literally.
This one hurts me a
we
little
just
bit,
put
too.
our heads down.
Get
and
to work.
This
Yeah,
one
yeah.
hurts me a little bit because
like,
I have my fun meetings every Friday and no one comes to them, and I sit in here by myself.
Yeah.
I buy cupcakes every Friday. I sit alone on that great couch. Fun Fridays.
I'm getting
meetings.
this tarot card
I
readings
took
tomorrow.
4:30. It's a think tank. Nobody shows up.
I took a Sharpie mark. This was actually, I was reminded of this past weekend. I was at my family Thanksgiving. This was probably 10 years ago when I was still hitting it heavy, hitting the sauce heavy.
Okay.
So I show up to family Thanksgiving. Everybody's my family's, they're drinkers, and everybody had their bottle of whatever they're drinking. I took a Sharpie marker and I marked on the bottle. I was like, the fun line. Not fun, fun. You have to drink to this level for you to be on this level of fun where I'm at.
All right.
So I used to Sharpie marker like
And
my
pressure
parents
everyone.
and aunts and uncles.
Yeah, I
and,
like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
peer pressuring my,
I like that a
not
lot.
peers.
But then you forget, this much alcohol makes you fun, and it makes everybody else blacked out.
Yeah, true. Or
yeah.
argument. There's argument lines too.
Oh,
somewhere
there's
in there.
definitely argument lines.
Yeah.
Fun and
Yeah,
argument
yeah.
are the same
They're
line.
very similar. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very close to each other.
They are mutually exclusive.
Would you like to begin, sir?
Yeah, let's
You
do
got
it.
all the stuff we want to hit.
Yeah.
Don't
so
forget
we
Uncle
can-
Laser.
Yeah,
I told Jolly
that.
he'd
He wrote it
mention
down.
it.
He wrote
Thank
it
you.
down. We got it.
Yes,
We got it
What all
on
we
there.
talking?
We got it down.
We got what all we have?
We got some
Food truck
events.
battles,
truck battles
Cashed
on
Out,
Sunday.
Grave Rave, Oktoberfest, Uncle Laser. That's what I got.
Lovin's what I got.
No.
All right, Mr. Van, you begin. Here we go.
Yep.
3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got a new version of the Sanford 3 here. I don't know if this has ever been
I don't
this
think
combination.
this variation has ever happened.
yeah.
We rode together even.
Oh.
Yeah.
Paul and
In a
Dahmer
hybrid.
here.
In a hybrid vehicle.
How you guys doing?
What's going on,
Excellent.
y'all?
What's
Very
up,
good to
dudes?
see you guys.
Yes.
We got 52 miles to the gallon on the way up here.
That's right.
Responsible.
Yep. It was only 1 gallon of gas between my house and
I like
yes.
that. That's awesome, man.
So before we started the show, Dom was very
Critical?
critical of my
Concerned-
mustache. He was
concerned about
mad at it.
Yeah,
was
he did
mad-
get angry
He
at
didn't
it.
like it.
Yeah.
And then, why don't you like my mustache, Dom?
We're just gonna get the cat out of the bag.
Yeah. Let's just rip the
I thought
Band-Aid
you'd be
off.
like, hey, you're
Yeah.
doing something,
Because
you know.
hey, you're a handsome kid, and I walk in here.
Okay, wow.
and
That's
you-
the first compliment he's ever given on the shows. That's very nice.
I walk in here and I can smell your upper lip, bro. That's why.
Now you look like
it's terrible.
you look like you could fix my car under a tree.
It's crazy to me because I feel like a lot of what you're getting is because of the fact that you've never done this. This is such uncharted for you.
I just
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that
I think-
mustaches. Who wears mustaches anymore, man?
I mean, a lot of guys do, though, man. A lot of guys do, yeah. If you
I'm
look
probably gonna
at-
get beat up now that I
No,
said that.
no,
but
no,
yes.
but I think that you and I, we have.
Maybe it's just because when I have a mustache, I automatically shave it in 2 seconds.
But
I
look at
can't-
us, right?
I can't even do it.
Look at us. Like, our looks have been our looks and will stay our looks until we're dead.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This guy's trying something different. I'd like to celebrate that. I'd like to
Yeah.
give him, at least he's trying
I
something.
still feel like you're just doing it to make him look
I'm not.
worse.
I'm not.
Yes.
I actually like it because he kind of is taking on a lot of the qualities that my dad had as a Florida man.
See, there you
My
go.
dad wore tiny khaki shorts. My dad wore a bracelet that matched his necklace, gold. He wore a two-tone Rolex.
Is your
he
dad
wore,
a Magnum PI?
sorta. He
Oh.
wear a polo, white or pastel, tucked into said khakis with belt and boat shoes. Mustache.
That's a hot look,
And
dude.
he had a mustache.
You
and
literally
it-
just-
I'm
I don't
telling
see
you.
anything wrong with that
Magnum.
look.
No, I think a lot of ladies, if you dressed exactly like my dad, I'm talking bracelet, necklace, mustache, you pump it up,
Listen.
polo tucked into tiny shorts, and boat shoes, I have a feeling
You're beating the women off with a stick.
you are
I'm just
going to
saying.
have your
Listen.
choice of any slam hog in this town.
Slam
You
hog.
could pump.
You could waltz through the trailer park and have your pick,
He
Tom.
could pump crazy. What says boating more than that? Look, what
You're right.
says scuba more than that? Like, what says golf on the weekends or Jimmy Buffett or
I like shrimp cocktails.
Yes,
Yeah.
white wine and
Or
shrimp.
cop.
All I'm saying is business is better.
It is. I'm not kidding. He came in this morning and he goes, "Oh, I forgot to tell." This is the new way he talks too. He's like, "I forgot to tell you that sealed the deal and an extra client yesterday. You didn't even
Oh,
know
dude, that
about."
mustache is closing the
Yeah,
deal.
this guy's blowing it up, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'm just people treat me differently.
They do.
Like
They
and
do.
it throws them off. If they
This
haven't
is your
seen me in a
celery
while.
city, dog.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is your celery city.
We were talking
And
about
everybody's goofing on it.
All right, so throw that soul patch in, and we might have a
Oh,
magic
I
combo.
I tried. I
He
tried.
had a goatee.
I
at
tried.
first.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
tried.
yeah, yeah.
I tried.
You didn't see
I
the
tried.
whole goatee.
You didn't see the whole thing.
The soul patch or the flavor saver.
I
which-
called it a flavor saver.
which The only flavor you're saving is fish.
Oh my god.
This guy.
Well, that's what they're talking. Well,
I don't know
that's
whether
the
to-
flavor.
I don't know
pe-
whether to be offended or fist bump you.
No, I'm saying that's the flavor people are joking around about, right?
No.
They're not talking about barbecue.
No, I don't think it's always going. I don't think it's always
Well,
going.
if
no.
it tastes like fish, she needs to go to the doctor.
I think it's a
Number
little
one.
more harmless than you're going towards.
No, I just
I
mean
think it's
it.
a flavor saver. It's like chili. I don't think it's
Oh.
flavor saver. It smells like a whore.
This is exactly why that was the first thing I looked at when I walked in here, because I imagine that thing smells.
See, I got a long
god-awful.
flavor saver.
What are you doing for care on that thing?
Yeah.
Care.
I
Thank you.
haven't
That's
learned that.
Look, this is spoken from a true
He
professional.
tried to dye it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't learned that yet, Paul, and I need to
You
have
need
it
a flea
longer.
comb. You need one of those metal flea combs you use on pee-pee dog.
I've got from Manscaped promo code TomAdan20.
Yeah, TomAdan20.
They
You got Manscaped. We're
they
on
have
Manscaped.
they have like beard oils that we've
Don't know.
we've got
You're
them
not
here.
there yet.
No,
No, you don't need to.
Yeah.
You don't need to oil that thing.
Okay.
Don't oil
Just-
it.
Is that
Oil
what it is,
those.
too?
Just a good washing once a week will do the
I
trick.
mean, never, like, you want your business
never
to
washed
tank,
it.
never trust a man with an oily mustache.
Never
You ever
washed
heard that?
it.
And that's why
You guys
you
missed
can't
that
do the
part?
rest of the beard, right? Is that what we're
No.
talking about?
This is all
No.
he's got. This is all he's
Yeah.
So
got.
this is what we're talking
This
about
is it.
here.
Yeah, yeah,
we're
this-
talking about that he can grow some facial hair, but
Yes.
unfortunately it's a mustache.
Yeah, just a
I
mustache.
tried beard oil once a couple of times back when I had the big beard, and I had a girl walk up to me and she goes, "Did you just get done eating pizza?" Because it was like, oh,
greasy.
it's like that's
We should not have.
that's it with the beard oil.
Me and Dom are like, yeah, that's really funny, man. I used to
funny.
wax mine until I realized that I did look like a novelty little person clown. You know, like when you're
Oh, like
small, when you're a little guy and you do
You
the
twist her
twisted
up.
mustache, you end up looking
the
a
Monopoly
little,
guy.
You end up
Yeah.
looking like a novelty
Yeah.
small
Okay.
man.
Or Wario. You
Yeah,
look
a
like
Wario. Yeah,
So-
Wario, something bad, nothing good.
I won't lump Sam in here a bit, but
Thanks.
Sam
Never
can be
lump
lumped
Sam. You
in.
never lump Sam.
In the fact that she's interesting in some way, like either she has hair, there's interesting hair,
She has great hair,
interesting
yeah.
clothes.
Somebody said that in the chat
The hair
room.
does look good. I
Piercing.
like the bangs. I like
Right?
the dye
And
job.
she's got
It
a
looks
lot
good.
of it. You know, it's like,
It is.
yeah, it's good. It's thick.
You know, Daniel, he's got a full sleeve tattoo. He's got
That's
a beard.
nothing. That's unfortunate.
He's also interestingly small.
It helps me.
Interestingly.
It does help
when
me.
someone walks
There's
in, they're like,
there's
"What
a
is that?" A
curiosity
little
to me. Yeah, there is a curiosity to
Anyway.
me. Where I discount myself in how I look because I'm hideous, there is a curiosity of I'd like to lay with him, you know, like you know, what's it like being with a
Or
little
if it's
person?
Like
a zombie
Tyrion
movie
in
and someone needs to be tossed over a wall.
Yes.
Game
or
of Thrones.
something.
It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much like Tyrion Lannister for sure.
And then
Yeah, yeah.
Paul's got an interesting look. Anybody who's seen Paul?
He's
They
like
have
a
full
cool
beard.
dude. He's a bar-running cool dude.
Yeah, and intimidating to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A
like,
force.
yeah, when
Force of
Paul walks
nature.
in the room, everybody's
Like,
you know,
whoa!
other men are intimidated.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, whoa.
Especially food trucks, they get scared.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh, he's
don't
coming.
don't want to mess around with that guy.
He's coming.
Dom is, you know, basically
Professional
a rock star,
musician.
professional
Professional
musician,
musician.
full sleeves, tattoos everywhere. Interesting. I'm plain Jane,
Ah.
regular white dude.
Yeah,
Nothing
Stan.
interesting.
You're a Stan.
Yeah. I walk in and it's like just regular white dude.
Yeah.
There's
So you
nothing.
think this gives you some kind of edge
It
or
does.
interesting?
So now when I walk in, they're like, "Why does that guy have a mustache?"
well, that shouldn't be what they say. They should say, "Why
If you
does
want to
this guy
kick it
have
up a
a
what
notch,
kind of
you should
pedophile
bump
is
that
this?
unlit cigarette in your lips all the time.
I was gonna ask him. I
Toothpick.
think cigarettes are gonna be a little hard, but I was how
No,
about,
don't smoke it. Just the unlit
about a
one
Juul?
hanging
How about a
off.
Juul?
Small one, or the,
No,
or
no,
the Virginia
or-
Slims.
hanging off your bottom lip, and it just shakes when you talk.
It's just like
You need mirrored sunglasses. You need some
Yeah,
Bidens.
because
Yes.
then this guy
Bidens.
undercover
Johnny
cop.
Knoxville.
Yeah. Like this guy, is he doing it for comedy? Because it's either comedy or cop with
Has
the
to be-
mustache,
has to be comedy.
or pedophile. Or
We are
like
trying to
a-
make you into Lieutenant Dangle right now. That's what we're trying to do.
And
He
so,
does wear the short shorts.
Yeah.
so
You
I'm
just need some new boots.
I'm just saying it adds something interesting, and I've noticed it. And
What do your
I
boys
noticed it with
think?
women.
We haven't talked about this at all.
They don't
What-
like it.
What do they say?
I chase them around, and I'm like, "Who wants a mustache tickle?" And then
Gross,
and then
man.
All right, you're gonna
I knew
get.
Dom. I knew Dom was
Is
waiting for
CPS
Dom.
on this chat?
And then
Yeah,
I-
they're in there. They're always in there.
I chomp-
We get monitored.
I chomp their bellies with my mustache, and I hold them down, and I'm like, and they're like, "Stop!" They're screaming, "Stop!" And
poker face, poker face.
I chase them
Oh
around the
my
whole
God.
house.
Yeah.
And I,
Oh my God.
And I'm like, "Who
Are you
wants a
naked?
mustache
Are you
tickle?"
naked?
No, I'm not naked. I could be. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't
They're
matter.
your kids.
My
You
daughter,
ain't gonna change
my
them to a
daughter's
mustache.
8. She doesn't think the flubber's funny anymore.
No, really?
I did it recently. She doesn't think it's funny anymore. I'm like, we've reached a
Yeah.
Oh no, because you still.
end of an era.
Yeah,
Wait, my sons
I'm
are
all
8
done.
and
Yeah,
9.
Maisie took a
Your
shower.
sons are different.
Maisie takes a shower by herself this morning. Maisie made her breakfast this morning. Maisie reminded me what time we were supposed to be at school. It's just like I'm not even.
You're the kid. She's the adult
I don't
now.
even need to be there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, girls. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
girls.
girls.
They age. You know, my sons are
There is
so
a lot of that,
immature.
yeah.
They don't. You know.
That's gonna be that way until the world blows up. I
Yeah.
mean, guys
Yeah.
are dumb, immature idiots, and girls got it together.
Yeah.
That's just the thing.
Like I think I could be mustache tickling into like they're the 30
My
years old.
dad-
like
my
I'll be
dad-
screaming,
I'm-
"Who wants a mustache tickle?"
We've shared this 1,000 times, so you don't need to act shocked, but you might be shocked. My dad would rat-a-tat his peen at me until I had sold a house in Deltona, my first home, and
You
needed
had a
to live with him.
401k.
I had a 401k.
What's a rat-a-tat?
I had a contract. I had a 5-year contract, professional with bonuses.
We're gonna
structured.
need an explanation on
And
what
my dad,
this
rat-a-tat?
maneuver
it's,
is.
It's where you grab it and you run around the house naked together, and you find mom washing dishes, and you go, "Hey, mom," and she turns around, and you point it, and you and then you run back away.
You
And
guys
we,
didn't do this with your father?
my dad and I did that
No,
until
we
did it.
helicoptered.
Yeah, thank you. This is a non-lying man. This is an honest businessman.
It's a form
Yeah,
of the rat-a-tat.
exactly. This is why you should do business with
Helicopter-
Paul, because he's honest.
Yeah, helicopter rat-a-tat, same thing.
So many people lie like, "Oh, I don't masturbate. I don't rat-a-tat with my dad." Like you're lying. You did.
Rat-a-tat
I
with
came
your
from the
dad.
new school of both of us being clothed when we were together. It was really crazy.
Oh, man, it did, man.
Well, me and my son.
I'll never
like,
forget it. On his deathbed, I was like one rat-a-tat. He didn't have the strength.
I'm
I should have said that.
I'm teaching my sons how to do that move.
He
where,
died
like,
with it in his head.
my son's
remove the catheter so we can rat-a-tat.
Yeah, he wants to try it one more time. He says he doesn't care that he can't breathe.
they never put on underwear. Like they just go and put on their shorts.
Rat-a-tat.
And
This is one
then
Thucksters.
yeah, then if I'm wearing some and ones too, then I've shown my sons the trick where you go back and forth and you slap it in the thighs.
Yes.
And then it's hard for them because they're still little and it's not the gravity
they got
hasn't
nothing
made
there.
yeah.
You got nothing going on.
But there's a little. They can get a little slap going. Just the because they're uncircumcised.
Oh, I do it all the time. That used to be the trick with silk boxers. You go up, down, then you go die. And
I
you
can't
go
do the up and
flap,
down.
flap, flap.
I'm not genetically gifted enough to up and down.
I spent a month one summer with my papa. And
sometimes they don't play that stuff.
He comes,
That's a game. They don't play that.
He comes walking out of the bathroom in his robe.
Oh, okay.
And he looks at me and he goes, Paul, he goes, you know you're getting old when you take a bath and your nuts float to the top of the water. And I was 12 years old. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, Papa.
He thought that was a grade A singer, man.
Why did you walk out and tell me this?
Gotta let you know what you got coming.
I like how he said, well, first, I didn't know once you reached a certain age, I thought you didn't take a bath anymore.
Yeah.
No, it goes back.
Oh,
no,
it goes
as
back.
you
Reverts.
get older.
Yeah,
because I'm starting it. I wanted to take a bath last night, but I had to fight the urges. My wife's on a business trip right now. But last night, after everybody was in bed, I was like, I think I want to float my nuts. I was like, I think I want to relax in total comfort and listen to country music.
Son, come in here.
Yeah, I just want to lay in the bathtub and listen to country music and smoke my vape. Right? Doesn't that sound nice?
You're right. Yeah, like you like sitting in. I like sitting in hot water, but I do it in my hot tub.
Right, but old man, your pop-up. If you poured your pop-up a bath. And, and just sat him in there with like a cup of coffee, that's pretty cool. It's cowboy.
Then you have your gun on the next to the table.
Just in case.
Yeah.
And then suddenly
because
you look
you're vulnerable.
over, and in the same bathtub, there's Jackie Chan. That was I don't know. That was
Who knows?
That was an old reference to, you remember that movie? Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan, they're cowboys, and they're both in the and they're both in the bathtubs.
What is that movie called?
The only one person knew what I was talking about.
Food truck this Sunday.
That was the name of the movie.
No, that's not the name.
Yeah, this month is
Shanghai Noon? Shanghai
Yeah.
Noon?
Shanghai Noon.
Shanghai Noon.
Yeah!
Shanghai Noon, that's
With
what
the
it was.
follow-up, Shanghai Nights.
Oh.
With a K.
Clever.
With a K.
Clever. Yeah, they were fighting the Ku Klux Klan in that one. The Knights of the Ku Klux Klan.
So Food Truck Fiesta is this Sunday.
Battle edition.
Yeah.
Battle.
So I was gonna say,
He forgot.
I need one. I need another. I want to do a contest for a food truck judge. What BDM wants to be a judge on the judges
Who's our
panel?
fattest
Oh,
listener?
I got EJ. You can be a judge.
Food truck challenge.
Yeah, we've got. You need a judge.
This is what you
Message
guys
me.
do with your fans. You guys try to figure out which one's the fattest.
Well, it's not hard.
Well, it's not
I mean,
EJ.
Basically, you sit there for a couple hours while all the trucks bring you food, and you taste it, and then you rate it.
That's pretty awesome.
I wanted to do like I have a couple of like chefs that do it, and then like some food bloggers.
You need to get a good
like-
sheriff in there. Of all the
That's a good
chili
idea.
cook-offs I've done,
a good idea.
there's always one rogue sheriff sitting beside me, and he does not like my tomfoolery. Boy, does
This
he
is
not
the
like
plot.
me.
This is the plot to Stand By Me.
I did the Crime Line chili cook-off. I was a judge, I think, twice.
Yeah.
And every time I'd sit with and it would be me, and then like different newscasters, and then a couple of sheriffs, and the sheriffs hate me. They just hate me.
With the tattoos.
Too many jokes and tattoos. I probably smell like a dirty dad.
I know a lot of deputies, but I'm not friends with a sheriff, and I feel like I've reached the status with
with that mustache.
With that mustache.
No, I know.
You're on your way.
You'll meet him soon enough with that
they'll
mustache.
be looking for you.
Yeah.
Who's the sheriff of Volusia County?
That would be the one that Chitwood, right?
Is it
Yeah.
Chitwood?
I think so. Chief Chitwood.
I've met him a
Speaking
couple
of
He
times.
means
Volusia
business,
County.
I hear.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
always in Daytona, right? He
Yeah,
never
wow.
comes down to
Have
low
you
Volusia.
seen Daytona? My God, he
Who's
has
the
to
sheriff
be.
Oh my
of-
God, it's
Place
a
is
wreck.
falling into the sea.
Who's the
So-
sheriff of Seminole County?
Remember how I said I had an announcement?
Oh, is this your announcement?
The
Okay.
new
Oh,
sheriff
yeah.
of Seminole
Oh
County.
my God, it's Dom.
That'd be great.
Speaking of Volusia
And
County,
his name is Reggie Hammond.
Don't worry about weed anymore.
after
all good.
18 years of living in downtown Orlando, I have taken my talents to Volusia County.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You're moving to Volusia.
I'm not moving. I have already moved, and I've been there for about 2 weeks now.
Hey,
I
congrats.
live in Port Orange now.
Nice.
Port Orange.
18 years I live downtown.
Wow, man, that's a
Yep.
long time. Do you miss it at all or no?
To be honest, I miss Tasty Walk a little bit.
I like Tasty
I
Walk.
would have been eating there at least once by now since I've been gone. So
Right.
yeah.
Now, you miss your routine.
I miss
man.
iFresh. iFresh is pretty
iFresh
pretty
is dope.
baller.
Yeah, iFresh is good.
Miss
Now,
that.
you work in Sanford,
I
so why'd you move so far?
Because I have a boat slip in my front yard.
Oh, the old boat. This guy needs a mustache and a bracelet.
He does need a
and chain
mustache.
And tiny shorts. I mean, you're doing the Florida guy
You
thing.
live in the Intercoastal?
Yes.
Hell
that's
yes,
nice.
dude.
Yes.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Yacht rock all the time.
Yeah, dude. I would
Yeah.
Pretty
I would
much.
dress like my dad. If I had a boat slip, Andrea's
yeah.
dad
That's
is on
been
the
my
water.
dream.
Andrea's dad's on the water. I've
Yeah,
already
yeah.
started seeing him. He's been eyeing bracelets. I
I
see
just
him. He's ready.
I loved living in the city for a long time, and downtown was great and was a lot of fun. But
It's not good
then
now.
Eventually, I started wanting to like live somewhere where I could go fishing all the time.
Yeah.
And now I live somewhere where I can literally fish in my front yard.
You know when I thought
That's
you
awesome.
would move? After you ran from active shooters and fireworks.
That's what I was gonna say
I'm
too.
dead serious.
I was
That
so,
didn't
hey,
send him
that
off.
pissed me off.
I was dead serious. You
that,
were mad.
That pissed me off.
You were so.
That is literally part of the
Is
reason
it?
why I left.
You came
because
in here and
the
you
po-
normally aren't that spicy
Well, the whole
about
reason
stuff.
why
He
we
was-
live downtown is for things like that, so we
Right.
can walk
Fun
to the
stuff.
lake and we can go do that.
Sure.
But when I can't even do that, then what's the point of living downtown? Man?
Makes
It's
sense.
like it's not fun.
You hear that,
You know?
buddy?
Cashed out.
Yeah.
October 27th.
Yes,
What's
You
going
hear
on
that,
with-
Buddy Dyer?
What's going on with those guys? What's going on with the old cashed out guys?
they're playing. They're playing in the venue for a Halloween show, 10/27.
That's pretty awesome.
We got some tickets. There's tickets for sale at westonvenue.com, and you got to get them now because they will definitely sell out.
yeah.
They sold out last time they were here, and I think they're already about three quarters of the way sold.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you guys go to westonvenue.com, get your tickets for that.
Yes,
So
sir.
then the next day, the Grave Rave.
The Grave Rave.
Yeah, so that's another Halloween party at the West End, correct?
Right. That's what we did the same thing last year. It's basically we have two DJ in the front, DJ in the back, and they're both playing top 40 and all types of great music for you. But the whole night is decked out like a graveyard, and we have everything.
I haven't been to a good Halloween costume contest.
That as well. We have costume contests
I
going
like
on.
that. There's
Yeah.
an energy about, like, Dom talking about downtown. You and I knew we used to, every Halloween we'd be downtown.
Sure.
At
Yeah,
some mega contest.
What do you think
Sure.
the hot costume's going to be this year?
I think Sam got it.
It's the glizzy, bro. Everybody knows
I
that.
was gonna say Barbie.
Sam had a, no, you had a couple of them. You
No,
said
Tom came up with Brittany with the butcher knives.
Brittany
which
with
is
knives.
Smart.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There's going to be a
Tom-
lot of Mario Brothers stuff going on this year, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But definitely Barbie and Ken for sure.
Yeah.
Somebody is definitely dressing up like a $15 hot dog, bro.
Yeah. Are there? How about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be at least
probably
one.
around
What's the
here.
most
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
distasteful joke this year? Because there's always like
Um,
Steve Irwin with the
Yeah.
That's
you
a
know,
classic. It's a classic.
stingray in his chest.
I remember a couple of years ago, a few and very inappropriate Jussie Smollett's, or Jussie, excuse me, Jussie Smollett's.
It's not,
Yeah.
Well, that's not even inappropriate, really.
Well, I mean, it is when you're in blackface walking around with a noose
Oh,
around your neck. I mean,
yeah.
that's not good.
Jesus.
But you're trying to think of obscene or things that would be
Idaho
considered.
serial killer.
Oh yeah, what do you?
I mean,
what
yeah,
do you-
yeah.
what do you-
Although it would be hard, I don't think anybody would recognize that. Or what celebrity has
hard
passed
one.
away recently that someone's going to be that person's zombie?
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker's zombie.
when did
Bob
Betty
Barker.
White die?
Last year, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I did the
She's still alive. isn't
Osama
she?
bin
No.
Laden with my eye
Did she
blown
actually
out.
die?
Yeah.
You did that one? See,
Yeah.
there he is. He's on the board.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Tina
Yeah.
Turner. Oh, the lead singer of Smash Mouth. Lisa Marie
Oh, that's a
Presley.
good one.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a good.
yeah.
The Smash Mouth, but I don't know what you would do.
Throw bread at him.
Well, I mean, you could dress like Smash Mouth. I mean, like he dressed, and then booze in your hand. That's
Yeah.
something
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
I
I've
gotcha.
suggested
Pee-wee
to the staff
Herman?
that we do camp
Oh.
counselors this year.
Ow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be funny. You
Camp
can-
West End.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
could do the little kerchiefs around your
Yeah.
neck, and yeah, that'd be cute. I like that.
Oktoberfest is going on November 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, so
correct?
we have polka bands for both those nights, and then the good folks over at Hollerbox are going to be extending some of their menu over to the joint.
Yeah, this is all this is all part of the Hollerbox Oktoberfest, Novemberfest.
Okay.
Salvaging what we can get left of not doing a street closure this year. So
Sure.
there'll be a few participating locations other than Hollerbox, and that West
Nice.
End will be one of them. So
That is awesome.
Like I said, we'll have some of their food. We'll have some. The joint will definitely have a bunch of different German food at their
Killer.
at the restaurant.
That sounds
And
amazing.
if you haven't tried the joint yet, make sure you cruise down and try the wings. They're so good, man.
It's so good. Yeah, their food is phenomenal. We had the pleasure of having that for Sanford Porch Fest for all of the bands and ourselves included, and we have to do it again.
Yeah,
And-
we should do it again.
We
and
set
no-
the bar so high that
I've been asked this question by so many people above 50. No, this food will not get you high.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it's
Unless
not
you want-
infused.
I mean, that's not
Yeah, yeah.
legally
Yeah, yeah.
something that
You're
can
not
be
allowed
done.
to do- yeah.
No.
Yeah. You read a
It's
little
only people
bit.
above 50 that ask that.
Yeah, I know. I can
Is
hear
there
my
dope
mom.
in these wings?
I called Paul.
Will
I'm
it
like,
get you
"Mom."
high?
Yeah, they
You're
want
like,
it.
they'd
want
be
it.
more expensive too.
Yeah.
Like it's like people saying like, oh, people are giving away OxyContin as candies during Halloween. I'm like, do you know anybody on OxyContin? They're not giving it away. They need it, or they diarrhea their pants.
Oh, and the correct answer we were all looking for but missed is Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we missed.
Jimmy Buffett zombie is
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett.
Uncle Laser and David Jolly
Yeah.
will be at West End
This
tomorrow.
Saturday, yeah.
This
Yes.
Saturday. West End is constantly not only doing
That's gonna be
awesome
nuts.
bands, but comedy
That's
shows.
gonna be
Yeah, we have a ton of comedy shows coming up through all the way through next year. We got a ton of shows coming up. Make sure you check out westendvenue.com to see all the different bands and events we have. We're doing.
Dom's working hard booking this schedule out, so you guys
I'm doing my
give
best.
Give it a peep.
We also have Rocky Horror. We're doing this
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah, the
next Friday.
interactive one, right?
It's next Friday. We're doing like an interactive show with Ashley Satine and Bridget Galore. We've got that's going to be a fun time. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I would
be,
grab tickets on that one too. That one's going heading towards sellout. Also.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the ones that are
Same
like
thing.
fan favorites and like people love to do it every year are just gonna fill up.
Yeah,
Right, your tickets.
we made some sick T-shirts.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that.
Your
actually.
tickets come with your prop bag and stuff like that because we're gonna.
Oh, so you don't have to bring anything.
No.
No, yeah, it's all
Nope.
done for you.
That's pretty
Yes.
dope. I like the fact that you can participate, but participate easily.
Easily.
That's
Show
the
up.
way to do
Yes.
it. Yeah, man.
You don't even have to be outgoing. You could just show up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
do it.
Get
Grab
you a
your
couple,
bag,
get
sit
you a little bit
down.
of booze in you, and then here we go.
Yeah,
Right.
throw some stuff.
So go to drinkatwestend.com for all the shows and information and everything. Paul, Dom, thanks so much for coming by. We appreciate it.
y'all.
And we will see you on Monday.
Monday.
If people do want to be a judge, how do they get
Yeah,
a
we
hold
got
of
some
you?
people. That
Just why don't you guys just pick someone? And then
Oh
let me know
God,
who it
don't
is.
put it on us.
I don't want that responsibility.
You're the one that's asking for it.
Just email Sam.
Oh great.
was that Friday too?
Friday too.
Are people already asking?
Yeah.
Are we doing
They
any
said
more
how to-
before 1? We're
What's
not,
the
right?
easiest way to do
Okay.
that?
Guys, we'll be back, but it's just easier for me to shut